kills a guy in the middle, you know, that's just gonna bring him a really hard time. And you don't want your guy in the middle to get killed. You want him to be feeded, to pretty much be the best guy, that best guy in your team, because he's gonna be. If there's a lot of minions, I mean, there's quite a lot of things to say about this game if you never played before to get kind of in depth on it. But if there's if one guy goes in the middle, he don't have to split the XP, and he's gonna get a lot more money because you get money from killing the minions. So by me killing a minion, you see I get gold, and if I have one more guy here, I kind of have to split that up. But of course you're gonna have to go even more in depth with that because it's not only about splitting them up. The right guy should get the for example, let's say the minion kills. Like if I would be laning with that guy right there, Shin Sao, he should be getting all the minion kills. Because if he gets the minion kills, he can buy good stuff, and he's pretty much the only one that I rely on to make damage. And you know, in this situation, we were doing so good on top lane or on bottom lane, so Mimsy was moving around a little bit more to go as a free runner, or whatever you call it in English. What he does is that he runs around, pretty much making sure to maybe get some easy kills, make sure that their middle guy don't get too feeded, maybe get some damage on him. And here in this, oh yeah, Nasus is there as well. So that isn't really that great, but there's Flash, and it's just use that. It's not really that hard. Okay, so it's actually going pretty okay here, but we're actually losing quite a lot in middle and top. But we can also go through this, like for example armor. If you look, I don't know how good quality this is gonna be if you're actually gonna be able to see it, but there's something called armor, and there's something called the magic resist. The magic resist is for spells, and armor is for auto attacks, or or attack damage in general. So if somebody's going like a hero that is meleeing, or you know, how can we say this, you know, pretty much just out-attacking, then it's a good idea to go as a hero like, or go as something like, ooh, yeah, that's one of the worst spells in the game, that really makes me hate this game. But then if we go against people that do attack damage, you go armor. If the other guys have spell guys, for example, like that guy right there shooting that thing at us, then you go magic resist. And for people that, you know, go attack damage, it's not really that important, or, you know, that pretty much wants to do as much damage as possible, because you don't want to be wasting like money on items that you don't really are that needed for. And this guy, I don't know what he was doing, but we get an easy little kill right there, and this is actually pretty nice. Look at there. No, I think Narcissus get in his slow, I get in my slow, and he's dead. And Mims survives with such a little HP. Okay, so let's just say here a little bit more. You got you can buy quite a lot of things, quite a lot of different things, and for me, like, some people try to go different kind of builds with hybrid tanks. Like hybrid tanks are when you're pretty much, let's say, you go as a tank. For example, a tank that is very often as this is a tank like Renekton or Jarvan or Olaf. Oh, and of course you don't know which one those are if you never played the game. But those actually are meant to be heavy armored attack damage units, but you kind of make them more of a tank, and you add in a little bit of attack damage on them as well, and go a little bit of a hybrid. But what I go is that I don't go a single thing that makes me do any more damage. I only go with things. Oh shit, there are quite a lot of them. But I only go with things like Warmock's armor. Warmock's armor, for example, gives me more HP. And for, like, let's say, it gives me 900 HP. And not only that, if I have it, and then I get minion kills by killing the minions, I actually get more health. But if I die, I lose it all again, and then I have to rebuild it, and there's a max cap for it. And this is why I save my ultimate for. I wanted them to charge in there and let me, kind of what I wanted to do was that the tower, but see, that guy's dead, but he still survives, and that's one of the worst spells in this game, which kind of is one of its flaws. But what I wanted him to do is I wanted him to commit, and then I wanted him to stun them, so he can actually have some time to slow them down and maybe move away and give the tower some time to do some damage. But I was gonna go into this because this is one of the worst things about this game. Like a hero like that guy you saw right there, he is actually called Tryndamere, and Tryndamere is awful. He is pretty much the one-man army noob tube of this game. It's not as bad, but it's it's annoying. Oh, it's so frustrating because the guy is an auto-attack damage guy, and he's very fast, and he got some abilities that makes it possible for him to pretty much he can spin around, and you saw that thing that did right there, and he can do that, and he can get really close, and he does insane amount of damage. He has an extra critical chance, so the odds of him making a critical strike is very high. So what happens with him is that he don't really have to be that feeded, but he will be feeded anyways and pretty much will destroy everything. He's one of the hardest guys to go against. But the worst part about that is, or the worst part about him is that that's not only the worst thing. He has his ultimate, because you got a Q spell, a W, and an E spell. These three spells are normal spells. For example, they have some kind of thing that they do, but they're not really that great. And then you got an ultimate, and this ultimate is the one where I fly in, which you press R for, and he uses that, and if he's really close to dying, he will get invulnerable for a couple of seconds. Making him invulnerable for, I think it's 6 seconds. Nobody's able to kill him, and the worst part is that if he uses that, he don't die after it. He gets a heal after it, a small heal, and plus, if he gets critical strikes, he can heal himself. So he goes in there, he tower dives, towers can't do anything to him, and he kills nearly everybody with low HP, so nobody can go against him, and he gets so feeded so easily. And that's frustrating. That's really frustrating to say the least. And there I get the tower as well, because towers are one of the things, you want to push them down. It's quite important, because otherwise, in a situation where you take down the whole team, what you want to do is you want to push further into their base. And the problem that comes up is that if they have a tower, you have to wait for minions, and you have to push that tower, and that takes longer time. It's you don't really do as much progress if you have a lot of towers up, because you kind of need to work all the towers down before you can actually do some damage to their base. So taking down the towers early is really good. And well, I don't really play that much more and then use Malphite, and I've been playing Malphite now for quite a long time. So it's one of the most fun heroes, but there's quite a lot of different ones. And the thing that charms me about this game is that it's free. It's free, and it's the same thing as Heroes of New Earth, but it feels like Heroes of New Earth is free and a game that you pay for. The first thing was that Heroes of New Earth, which is not this game, it's the other one, you get how much is it? I think I think it was like $20 for the game, and you could buy the game, and you get pretty much this thing, and I think there was a lot of other things as well. I don't play Heroes of New Earth, so I'm not going to give my 2 cents about it, because I'm pretty sure that that's just going to be a false statement. Maybe that's not really the right word to say, but it might not really be 100% correct, and if I start saying something about the game, because this is just how it is, and this is the sad reality. If I say something wrong about the game, there's going to be a flame war, and here you can see I leave him, because the thing is that I want somebody that needs the kill to get even more feeded to get it. I'm not really that much in a need for it. And here they stun me, which is one of the most frustrating things in the world, but I get in a good ulti there. So kind of the tactic when you go against Tryndamere. Oh wait, I'm just going to continue with this. So what happens is that most of the time, if I say something about the game and it's not 100% correct, it gets into be a bit of a flame war, and people say, "Oh, you were wrong about this," and blah 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 blah. And it doesn't really make that much difference, but still, it's something that you're wrong about. But I think you actually get a bit more maps. There are 3 maps in this game. It's one called this one, which is called Summoner's Rift, and there's one more which is called what the fuck is that thing called? I don't know exactly what that thing is called, but there's a 5v5 map. This one is 5v5. There's a 3v3 map, and that 3v3 map is actually what is it called? Like Gridiful Glades or something like that. I don't remember. Maybe that was just absolutely wrong. But most people play 5v5. It's the most usually played thing, and most people do actually play it. So you get that kind of variety. But I think in Heroes of New Earth, there's quite a lot more maps. Not only with 5v5s and 3v3s. I mean, I think there's quite a lot more of them. If I'm correct, maybe I'm just totally wrong, but this is what I've heard. And that is kind of like one of the things that you get when you buy the game. And I think that the Heroes of New Earth servers might be a bit better than the League of Legends servers. The League of Legends servers had one problem back in the day, and that was that they were full 24/7. If you wanted to play, you log in and then you don't log out for about a week. I mean, if you log in and then you start, playing a little bit, and then you log out and think, I want to grab one more game. And if it's kind of in, like let's say Friday at 8 o'clock, you'll be like 20k in queue, so you have to wait for 20k people to log out. Let's just say that was frustrating. That wasn't fun. And I think Kennen gets... Oh no, Shinsao blinks away, so we're not going to get him. So that was kind of a problem, but I don't really think that the Heroes of New Earth servers have that problem. But that is fixed now. They split it up in... the League of Legends servers are now split up into Western Europe and North and Eastern Europe. So you can either play on the Western or the North and Eastern Europe. And he'll actually do a great thing. I tell Kennen to use his ultimate, and his ultimate pretty much affects an area around him. And I get in that knock right there, and we bring down Tryndamere, because you can stun him, which is the tactic about him that I wanted to say before. You stun him, and what will happen is that he don't have time, because he can't activate his ultimate if he's stunned. What do? You stun him, and no problems anymore. It's brilliant to say the least. And here I actually get... There we go, I get her as well. And that's what you want to do. You want to get him to low HP, and want to make sure he doesn't really have any creeps to lifesteal himself up, because you can buy things that make it so if you attack anything, you lifesteal up your health. And you want to make him have low HP, and then you go in with all damage at the same time, and you pretty much burst fire him down. And that is kind of the main way to bring down Tryndamere, and that's really the only way to have success. You need to have stun on him, and then it's not really that much of a problem. But he's still so annoying to play against. So, but that is fixed now with the League of Legends servers, and that is actually very great. It's nice to see them doing such a thing like that. And as well, League of Legends are very active on their YouTube channel. They post a lot of different gameplay. This is so stupid by me. I thought there were one guy right there, but there were so many of them, and Nasus has to go in there and save my ass, which is a nice thing. But the thing is, he's not a great player, or he's a pretty okay player, but he's one of those guys that weren't really that high leveled. Man, oh, that was Swedish. What am I talking about? But anyways, so those server problems are now actually fixed. That is really great. Actually, it's absolutely wonderful. No more frustrating times when you have like your great LAN, and it's like, oh, wait, the servers are down, or the servers, we have to wait here for 1.5 hours before we actually can play. But that is no problem anymore. That makes me very happy. So, yeah, that's it. And this game is, I mean, it's free, but you can notice it, or this is what I've been noticing. I don't know, I tell this to my friends. Some people say that I'm crazy, some people say that, that's true. But, what they do is that the kind of way that you have it is that you have experience. You can level up your hero in-game, but you can also level up your account out-game. And Mimsy totally fails here. But, for example, if I play a game, I might get some experience, and I can level up in level. I am level 30, for example. And you can level up to a much higher level, and you will play against better opponents. There's a maximum of level 30, which is the one that most people now are in. And, well, that's one type of experience. You can also get experience in the game. Every time you restart the game, you're level 1. And, then you also have something called IP. IP is let's say it's kind of the way how you buy champions and how you buy runes. It's kind of the money that you have in this game. So, for example, you can get IP and from games that you play, and you get a different amount of